Stop. Before you buy any pickup truck built in the last 5 years, you need to hear this. I'm about to expose 5 trucks experiencing the worst depreciation crisis in modern automotive history. Trucks that cost $55,000 in 2022 are now worth $27,000, losing $800 every month. One just became the most repossessed vehicle in America for 2025. This information will save you from financial disaster. In the next few minutes, I'll give you exact models, specific years, and the hidden problems killing their value. You'll learn how much each is really worth, why banks refuse to finance them, and how to identify these trucks before you're trapped. Number 1 will shock you, so watch the video till the end. Let's start. Number 5, Chevrolet Silverado, GMC Sierra 3 liters Duramax. The Chevrolet Silverado 1500 and GMC Sierra 1500 from 2020 to 2022 with the 3-liter Duramax diesel. Great fuel economy and towing capacity, and GM offered massive incentives. Sounds perfect, right? Here's the problem. GM flooded the market with these trucks. In 2021 alone, they pushed out 180,000 units, with dealer cash reaching $12,000 per unit. Massive oversupply is now destroying resale values. The 3-liter Duramax has critical emissions system flaws. The DEF system clogs constantly, causing limp mode. You'll be driving and suddenly can't exceed 55 miles per hour. NOx sensors fail before 50,000 miles. The particulate filter doesn't work properly in short trips, causing carbon buildup that chokes the engine. Turbocharger failures hit at 60,000 miles. When the turbo goes, you hear grinding and lose all power. DEF system repairs cost $3,000 to $5,000. Turbocharger replacement runs $4,500 with labor. NOx sensors are $800 each, and there are multiple. Total repairs, $8,000 to $12,000. These repairs hit right as the factory warranty expires at 60,000 miles. Coincidence? I don't think so. A 2021 Silverado diesel that sold for $52,000 new is now worth $28,000 at auction. That's 46% loss in 3 years. Gas 5.8 models are only down 28%. These diesels depreciate $900 per month. They're sitting 75 days on lots, and dealers drop prices weekly. If you financed $50,000 over 72 months, you owe $35,000. The truck is worth $26,000. You're $9,000 underwater. The gas 5.3-liter and 6.2-liter V8 Silverados don't have these problems. It's specifically the 3-liter Duramax diesel that's the trap. Number 4, Ram 1500 eTorque. The Ram 1500 from 2021 to 2023 with eTorque mild hybrid. This was the number 2 selling half-ton in 2022. Ram marketed this as the future, combining a V8 with 48-volt hybrid. Dealers pushed hard with 0% financing and $8,000 rebates. The market is flooded and nobody wants them. Ram overproduced during the pandemic boom. They built 220,000 eTorque units in 2022. Then interest rates shot up, buyers disappeared, and dealers dumped them at auction, killing used values. The eTorque system fails constantly. The 48-volt battery stops working. Motor generator units cost $2,500 to replace and fail before 40,000 miles. The 5.7-liter Hemi has lifter tick problems. You'll hear ticking on cold starts sounds like a sewing machine. Transmission shudder between gears is common. Exhaust manifolds crack, causing tractor-like noises. The infotainment system freezes. HVAC actuators fail. Electrical gremlins cause starting issues and warning lights. Consumer Reports gave the 2022 Ram 1500 eTorque a reliability score of 38 out of 100. The F1505 0-liter V8 scored 68. eTorque motor generator, $2,500. Lifter and camshaft work, $4,000 to $6,500. Transmission repairs, $3,500 to $7,000. Exhaust manifolds, $2,000. Multiple system failures, $10,000 to $15,000. A 2022 Ram Bighorn with eTorque that sold for $48,000 is now worth $24,000 at wholesale. That's 50% gone in 3 years. These lose $800 to $1,000 per month. Average days on market, 82 days. Facebook groups are dedicated to Ram eTorque owners trying to escape. If you financed $45,000 over 72 months at 6%, you owe $32,000. Your truck is worth $23,000. you're $9,000 underwater. The regular Ram 1500 with 5.7-litre Hemi without eTorque holds value better. Avoid anything with the eTorque badge. Number 3. Ford F-150 7 litres EcoBoost. The Ford F-150 from 2021 to 2023 with the 2.7-litre EcoBoost. Ford recalled 125,000 inches 2024 for engine valve failures. NHTSA case, 23 volts, 672 documents it. Owners reported sudden power loss while driving. The engine dies without warning. Ford used inadequate valve springs that couldn't handle turbo boost pressure. Valve springs fracture. When they fail, valves drop into cylinders and destroy the engine instantly. You need complete engine replacement. No warning, no check engine light. 1 minute you're driving, next minute the engine is scrap. Problems appear at 35,000 to 50,000 miles, right after warranties expire. 2. Ford issued TSB 21 2,315 inches, October 2021, meaning they knew. Recall wasn't announced until June 2024. 3-year gap where owners were stranded. Even after recall repair, many report the problem returns. Replacement valve springs are barely better. Some fail again within 10,000 miles. Carbon buildup is massive. The 2.7-litre uses direct injection without port injection, so fuel never washes intake valves. Carbon chokes airflow. You'll notice rough idle, misfires, hesitation, terrible fuel economy. Fix is walnut blasting at $800 to $1,200 every 40,000 miles. Turbochargers fail before 70,000 miles. Each costs $2,500, and there are 2. Timing chains stretch at 80,000 miles. Replacement costs $3,500 to $5,000. Safety recalls drop resale value 15% to 20% permanently. Banks hesitate to finance vehicles with open recalls. A 2022 F-150 XLT with 2.7-litre EcoBoost that sold for $46,000 is worth $27,000 at wholesale. That's 41% depreciation. The 5-litre V8 F-150 is only down 30%. Engine replacement, outside warranty, $12,000 to $16,000. Carbon cleaning, $1,000. Both turbos, $5,000. Timing chains, $4,000. Total, $20,000 in repairs on a $27,000 truck. Ford marketed these as reliable and efficient. They pushed EcoBoost hard but didn't warn about catastrophic failures. The recall covers valve springs if your VIN is included, but doesn't solve carbon buildup, turbo failures, or timing chains. And it doesn't restore resale value. Number 2. Nissan Titan. The Nissan Titan from 2020 to 2023 with the 5.6-litre Endurance 5.8. This truck is so problematic. Nissan discontinued the entire platform after 2024. Know why? They couldn't fix the problems. When a manufacturer quits on their own product, that tells you everything. Nissan never had the engineering resources of Ford, GM, or Ram. They made critical cost-cutting mistakes. The 5.6-litre V8 is a reliability nightmare. Timing chain system fails catastrophically. Chain guide material wears prematurely. When guides break, plastic pieces destroy bearings and the oil pump. You'll hear rattling on cold starts sounds like marbles in a metal can. Once you hear it, damage is done. The 9-speed automatic is terrible. It hunts for gears, won't downshift, and overheats towing. Transmission shudder is universal. Torque converter fails. Full replacements needed before 60,000 miles. Rear differential has design flaws causing premature wear. Bearings fail, creating howling noises. Body control modules fail, causing random issues, windows, locks, cameras, warning lights. Techs can't diagnose intermittent problems. Few mechanics specialize in Titans, so labor rates are higher. A timing chain job costing $4,000 on an F, a 150 costs $6,500 on a Titan. Parts availability is a nightmare, as Nissan phases out support. Timing chain repairs, $5,000 to $7,000. If the chain breaks, $12,000 to $18,000 for engine replacement. Transmissions, $6,000 to $9,000. Rear differentials, $2,500 to $4,000. Body control modules, $1,500 to $2,000. Extended warranty companies exclude Titans. They've seen the claims and want nothing to do with them. Someone I know bought a 2022 Titan XD for $51,000. Had transmission problems at 22,000 miles. Dealer quoted $7,500. Extended warranty denied. Best trade offer, $21,000. He let the bank repossess it. Wholesale values dropped to 45% of MSRP in 3 years. Dealers won't take them on trade. Nissan discontinued the Titan after 2024. This is orphaned technology. Parts will become scarcer. Resale will crater further. If you see a Titan that looks like a deal, it's a trap. Number 5. High-trim Silverado, Sierra. Number 1. Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra 1500 from 2022 to 2024 with high-trim packages, High Country, Denali, AT4X. This isn't just problematic, it's financial suicide. In 12 months, these lost 38% of value. Trucks that sold for $75,000 to $85,000 are now worth $45,000 to $50,000. Values drop $1,200 monthly. Here's the perfect storm. First, GM overproduced luxury trucks in 2002-2023. They built 300,000 units with $70,000 plus MSRPs. Then interest rates shot from 3% to 8%. Buyers who could afford $900 payments faced $1,400 payments. Demand collapsed. Second, these became the number 1 theft target. High Country, Denali, AT4X are stolen at catastrophic rates. Insurance raised premiums 50% to 65%. Some insurers in Texas, California, Florida won't write policies at all. Third, mechanical problems. The 6.2-litre V8 has active fuel management lifter failures. You'll hear tick-tick-tick on cold starts. The 10-speed transmission shudders and slips. Electrical systems fail. Infotainment screens freeze. Adaptive cruise and lane keeping malfunction. Average buyer financed $72,000 over 84 months at 7%. Payments $1,100 to $1,300. After 2 years, they owe $58,000. The truck is worth $47,000. They're $11,000 underwater. Then insurance jumps from $180 to $290 per month. Many stop making payments. Experian data shows Silverado High Country and Sierra Denali are top 3 repossessed vehicles in America for 2025. Lenders flood auctions with repos, driving values down further. Manheim data shows these sitting unsold for weeks. When they sell, it's at 55% to 60% of MSRP after 24 to 30 months. Dealers won't take them on trade because they lose money. Private buyers won't touch them. If you own one, you're trapped. You can't sell without massive loss. Can't trade because dealers don't want it. Can't afford to keep it because insurance is skyrocketing. If stolen, insurance won't cover what you owe. Look, I'm not here to destroy every truck from these years or panic everyone who bought one. The problem is specific models, specific engines, specific trims. Not every 2020 to 2024 truck is doomed. For example, the Ford F-150 with the 5-litre V8 from 2021 to 2024 is actually holding value well. It doesn't have the EcoBoost problems. The Ram 1500 with the standard 5.7-litre Hemi without eTorque from 2021 to 2024 is fine. The Silverado and Sierra with base or mid-level trims and the 5.3-litre V8 aren't experiencing the same catastrophic depreciation as the high-trim models. If you're buying used, here's what to look for. Get a pre-purchase inspection from an independent mechanic who specializes in trucks, not the selling dealer. Check the Carfax and AutoCheck for open recalls and make sure they've all been completed. Look for service records showing regular maintenance. If the previous owner has receipts for oil changes every 5,000 miles and kept up with maintenance, that's a good sign. Avoid anything with a history of transmission repairs or engine work. If someone already replaced the transmission at 40,000 miles, that truck has problems. Walk away. Check insurance costs before you buy. Call your insurance company with the specific VIN and get a quote. If they quote you $250 per month for a truck you expected to cost $120, that's a red flag about theft risk. If you currently own one of these problem trucks, here's what to do. If you can sell now without destroying your finances, do it. Yes, you'll take a loss, but that loss will only get bigger if you wait. If you're not too far underwater, selling now is better than holding and watching it depreciate another $10,000. If you can't sell because you're too far underwater, focus on maintenance. Keep up with oil changes religiously. Address problems immediately before they cascade into bigger failures. Set aside $5,000 to $8,000 as an emergency repair fund. If you have a high-trim Silverado or Sierra, Consider upgrading your security system and parking in a garage to reduce theft risk and insurance costs. Here's an opportunity for smart buyers. Everyone's avoiding certain brands right now because of these specific problems. That means you can find great deals on the safe models that people are lumping in with the bad ones. A 2023 F150 with the 5-litre V8 is selling for less than it should because buyers are scared of all F150 seconds. If you know which ones are actually reliable, you can get a deal. All these manufacturers make excellent trucks today when you pick the right combination. Ford, GM, Ram, even Nissan have reliable options. These were specific engineering and business mistakes during specific years. They're not representative of everything these companies build. The bottom line is simple. Knowledge is your best protection against financial disaster. Now you know exactly which trucks are collapsing in value and why. The lesson here is simple. Depreciation is predictable when you know what to look for. Certain combinations of model year, engine, and trim level create financial disasters. Others hold value perfectly fine. Now you have the exact models, years, and warning signs. Always research the specific year and engine before signing anything. Don't trust the salesperson who tells you it's a great deal just because the monthly payment fits your budget. Look up the reliability data, check insurance costs with the actual VIN, and run the depreciation numbers. A truck that seems affordable today can destroy your finances if it loses half its value in 2 years while you still owe full price. If you already own one of these trucks, don't panic. Many people are driving them without major problems, but stay alert to the symptoms I mentioned. That tick-tick-tick sound, the transmission shudder, the check engine light that won't go away. Address problems early before they turn into catastrophic failures. And maintain an emergency fund for repairs, because if you're outside warranty, costs add up fast. Your wallet will thank you later, whether you're buying, selling, or holding. Make informed decisions based on data, not dealer promises or brand loyalty. Was this useful? Let me know in the comments if you've experienced any of these trucks losing value, or if you've had the mechanical problems I described. And if there's another model I should have mentioned that's collapsing in value right now, leave it down there because I want to know your experience.